We are back on the road to the ruins of Las Vegas, which is just an extension of our America in Decline series. As we head to some abandoned, closed down buildings, we are actually driving by one right here on Durango and Hacienda. This is a building that was built during the housing boom when the Sephardic banking cartel pushed the housing boom, and then it all came collapse crashing down. This building never did get up and running, and it's been empty for many, many years. So today we're going to be heading to an old abandoned Midas muffler shop that's closed down. Also a closed down Dairy Queen, which is abandoned, and a few other shopping mall type structures that are empty, closed down, with no hope of ever being filled up during this Sephardic banking cartel fiasco that we are experiencing in America. So here we are at the Dairy Queen. I believe for the most part, the video and the movie speaks for itself. I could sit here for hours on end and tell you why this is happening, why the regulations and the permits and the red tape and all the other government bureaucrats are holding us down, and nobody will open up a business if they have to go through all that red tape, bureaucratic mess, fines, fees, permits, bonds. I could talk about it forever, telling you why there are 95 million Americans out of the workforce, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to let the video and the movie talk for itself. What do they say? A picture is worth 1,000 words. Let's continue. this abandoned muffler shop, old Midas muffler shop. This is on Spring Mountain Road, not far from Spring Mountain and Jones, and it's not very far from Chinatown. So from Spring Mountain Road, close to Decatur, we head on over to Sahara. Yes, this is Sahara, not very far from Palace Station. Here we're going to see an abandoned restaurant. I'm not really sure what the name of the restaurant was. I believe over the years it's had many, many different names. But here it sits, abandoned, closed down, and who in the hell would open it up with all the regulations and the permits and the fees? Who in the world would open this building up? After you get your bonds and after the minimum wage is raised up so high, I believe that the only way you could open this building up again is maybe if you had robots. If you had robots working for you, and maybe if they cut the regulations and the permits down, who knows, maybe it would open up in another decade or so. Okay, so now we're over on Tropicana in Jones. It was, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago. This was a very popular antique mall in here. The antique store was doing very, very well. But the owner of the shopping center got greedy. He got very, very greedy, and he left it, he told him to get the hell out of there. He told him to leave, and then he brought in Office Depot, and now they're gone. So the moral of the story is a lot of the people who are in the Sephardic banking system and they own these malls, they're very greedy. The rents are too high, and you're going to see a whole lot of these structures empty with nobody who can afford to rent them out. Yes, I'm telling you that we are watching America in decline, and we can blame it on the banking cartel. Now, the problem with this bureaucratic type of mess where you have 40 million government workers, it's an American style of socialism where only about 30% of Americans have a good government job. The problem with this type of socialism is it leaves out a lot of other people, leaves them out of the equation. So yes, with the contractors, 40 million government workers are doing very, very well. But like I said, that's only a half-ass type of socialism. If you're going to go socialism, then you have to think about everybody. So I cannot show you the rundown, abandoned buildings if I don't show you the human implication. Yes, these are where the people sleep because they have no jobs. I cannot leave this out of the story.